Hi, Michael and Tissie here, and today is day 7 of the Reclaim Your Marriage 21-Day Challenge, and today we're talking about destructive behaviors. And so you might be asking, what are destructive behaviors, Michael, and what are you talking about? Well, yesterday we talked about your hot buttons, and it was highly emotional. We had you identify a recent conflict, the false beliefs that arose during that recent conflict, and also the negative feelings that were stirred up because of that conflict. Okay, it was very internal, very emotional yesterday. Today, though, we're talking about behaviors. So actually, what do people see you do whenever those feelings start to arise within a conflict? And I'm curious, Tissie, what are your default destructive behaviors?
Well, whenever I am in conflict, doesn't matter if it's with Michael or somebody else, I just get busy. I try and ignore the problem, ignore the person, push it aside, and I just get to work. Michael likes to call it productive procrastination, but I just call it busy work. So if the house needs dusting, I'll dust it. Even if it doesn't need dusting, I'll dust it. I just get to work, and it's like hard. I'm fuming inside. I don't want to express that on the outside. I'm thinking it through over and over again, but on the outside, I'm just busy. I'm cleaning. But it kind of depends on the circumstance, because if it's been a highly emotional confrontation for me and I've been crying, I don't get busy, I get clingy. And so I'll go and I become needy and I want to be close to Michael or whoever it's been in conflict with. Most of the time, if I'm clingy, it's with Michael, though. And you're going to see here in a minute that can get pretty interesting with his.
Right, because kind of my default destructive behavior is to withdraw, both physically and emotionally. So you can see how interesting it could get if Tissie is being highly clingy and I just want to escape, basically. And it really just makes her madder, more upset, because I try to get away from her because she's so clingy. But another thing that I do is I perform. Kind of like Tissie, she goes in and cleans. It's a type of performance, right? I perform in various different ways. Maybe it's through work or through social interactions. I'm going to make sure I'm going to do my best and prove to everybody that I'm not a failure, right? Because that's my number one fear, is that I'm not a failure. And there's some other things that I do, but those are probably my two primary things, destructive behaviors, performance and withdrawing. So there you go. Today's exercise is for you to identify your destructive behaviors. What do you do when you're in conflict that is negative behavior? Take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.